Welcome to River City Live. Happy Monday. Once again, we're at the Mellow Mushroom in the heart of Avondale, and I'm feeling pretty good on a Monday because I went to bed really early last night.
Well,
so I'm feeling just ready to go. How about you guys?
I'm feeling good. I want to discuss what we just saw. All of our little Halloween trick-or-treaters are going to get you all up to speed on the very best Halloween costumes for this Halloween season. And then also, you mentioned being at Mellow Mushroom. Why don't you make plans to join us for lunch one of these days, particularly Wednesday? It's our one-year birthday, and we have a lot going on here at Mellow Mushroom.
It's your birthday.
Yeah, probably we'll put you on TV, even if it's just for a second.
Does it feel like a year or more?
Oh, gosh. I don't know. If
that says it all. All right.
That's so hard because in some ways I feel like we've been doing this forever, and in other ways I feel like the year flew by. So if I think of a specific day, I can't believe it's only been a year, but if it seems like it's, do you know what? Does that make any sense? I don't know if it does or not.
Ask her later today.
All right. Well, while we're on the subject of Halloween, this weekend at the St. John's Town Center, the Kids Fitness Zombie Chase was going on, and I know we're going to be seeing some video right there. This is something near and dear to my heart. Our foundation, the Easy Peasy Kids Fitness Foundation, puts this on, and it's a benefit for the Police Athletic League and the Jacksonville Firefighters Association. I was cold. There I was. That's when you... I'm always cold, but there we were talking to some zombies, and it's just a lot of fun. Kids run from zombies, and the zombies are actually their parents. See our Coach Squats, our friend Coach Squats, warming up all the zombies, and everybody getting ready to get out on the course, and those kiddos are going to be running away from their own parents. Rance was there.
That happened right because I knew it was a run, but I thought it was like going to be kind of a corral thing, and then they said go, and everybody took off. I'm like, oh, I'm really supposed to run? But I took my little diva and some of her neighborhood friends out there, and they had so much fun. And this is such a big deal. So we got to see everybody. Like, there's mine back there. They all decided to make their crazy faces. We caught Eden before she got caught in the crush of all the action. You did such a great job organizing this thing.
Oh, thank you.
And I mean, then those two, they were good with the zombies.
Wow.
So that was such an awesome experience, except for the part where I was supposed to run. But I got my good cool points. Besides bringing them out, I got to act as a zombie shield for some little girls out there that needed a little help going through the course. So, you know, I was like, I'll take your bites. I got you.
But
I mean, it looks like a lot of fun, but there are some kids that do get scared while they're out there.
They cry. And you know what? I got to thank you, Mark, and Stuart, our producer, for coming out and volunteering at the pre-day packet pickup event that happens. So it was a really great event. Next year when it comes around, you be sure to get signed up or you will miss out on all
the kids love it. The parents love it. And there's a lot of repeat zombies that come back. And it's pretty cool because everybody has a different role. And I like the idea with the bites. I learned a lot about it. When you get tagged, you put a little bite on them. So it's got a motivation for the kids to run.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, and I actually got cool points from parents like, thanks for wearing mine out. So it's a good thing for the parents. You get out and blow them out.
And no screens. Like, nobody's looking at their phone for hours that morning. You've got kids away from the TV, away from the iPads, away from the computers, and away from the video games.
Now, you said earlier, we were talking about it's Halloween season, right? And later on in the show, we have a lot of segments giving you last-minute pointers to get your costumes ready for yourself and your kids. But it's also election season. And did you know today is the early registration for the general election? Yeah, it's all starting right now. Isn't that crazy?
It's real. It's real, you guys.
I'm so looking forward to being over.
It's real, and these are our candidates.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, this is it. It's time to make a decision. And it's weird because this time around, I feel like everybody's so polarized, and it's all over social media.
It's very social.
Which brings me to this, taking a selfie while you are voting. Now, you can't do it in Florida or Georgia because it's illegal. So you can't be in your little tent and taking your little picture. You can't do it. But if you could, if you were able to do it, would you do it?
Take a selfie?
Like while you're voting and post it online?
No, I'm more inclined to be outside with the I voted because, I mean, even though people might know my voting, I'm not trying to broadcast that. If you've seen on social media the discussions, more likely arguments.
Exactly, yeah.
I'm pass. I'll pass.
And there's a lot of states that you can actually do it. So I'm kind of curious this time around if it's going to get more of a play on social media, just because there seems to be just a ton of interaction with what's happening this time around, more so than the last elections.
I agree. I don't think I would try to vote in the booth like you said, Rance. I would do the sticker and shit. But even then, you're opening yourself up to, well, then who'd you vote for? Well, let's not have that conversation right now.
Who are you voting for? No.
Well, speaking of being socially savvy and socially expectable, a new study by the American Academy of Pediatrics Pediatrics, say that fast, recommends that parents need to be a little more careful about their kids' social online presence, especially because most parents have their kids online as early as 2, even as early as 24 hours. You know,
Sure.
everybody wants to share their baby pics and all of that. And the issue becomes the kids don't have a say in the matter. So, you know, when we were growing up, your parents would show your naked baby picture to your first boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. Like, why'd you do that? Now it's out there for the world. And so they're saying that this could have some further ramifications and consequences.
Yeah, no, that's true. I guess you really got to think about that because once it's out there, it's out there. But the hard part is, you know, if your kid's 2, you can't really sit down like, hey, I'm going to post this picture of you because I find it cute. You know what I mean? So it's hard, but I do think you do have to weigh in and see because they might not like it or it might be something that they're doing that's cute and embarrassing at the same time. And, you know, like, because they understand, you know.
I see it like this. You don't have a say. You're mine. You're my property for a couple of years in the beginning until you really start mouthing off. Especially because, you know, you're only cute for so long. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. So when you go to the movies, ask yourself this. Do you sit in a specific spot anytime? You might even do it subconsciously. You don't even realize that you're choosing the same seat every time you go to the theater. Do you pick the same area?
I just like a seat where I have a seat between me.
Okay.
I like, you know, where those bars are in front of you. It's like the first tier and you can put your feet up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that, that's where I go. I get right in the middle and I
You
put
like
up-
that?
Or I go like right to the aisle in case I have to pee or get more food.
Okay,
That's
well,
my-
science says that there is an optimal seat for you, and it's not only taking into consideration your view, but also the audio where the speakers are, and that is kind of 2/3 up and in the middle. So there's none of this watching at an angle or anything like that. You've got to get right there, 2/3 up, which requires then that you get there probably pretty early because now it's everywhere. Everyone knows this now.
Sure.
Science is telling everyone the good
When
place
do you get
sit.
to the movie theater, Eden?
I try to get there late to miss everything. My husband likes to get there early.
I like to
So-
see the previews.
I like the previews, but I don't like the 10-minute
All right,
commercials.
Real
prior to
quick, you get there late and you have an option. First, right in front, or the last row. What do you
Last.
pick?
Oh, last row.
Oh, see, I'm right in the front.
Oh,
yeah.
The first section. Have you ever had to?
Yes, yeah, and you rock. You're
That's
like,
Oh,
the
can't
worst.
do that. Can't do that.
That's the worst.
Well, on a different subject, our producer Abby hooked me up with a trio of local entrepreneurs who created a fashion line of T-shirts. Now, if you love some Jacksonville like we do, then you will support the guys from Jam Clothing because their focus is Jacksonville, Jacksonville. Just watch.
Kind of started from another business. I'm a graphic designer as well. And I was doing merchandise designs for that. And then kind of had an idea, like, you know, everything I was doing was Jacksonville related. And I really like clothing. I like fashion. And then I saw my buddy Armando had made a few shirts and reached out to him and was like, let's get something started. You know, let's do something that's about Jacksonville.
What's so great about Jacksonville is it's a really undervalued city. There's a lot of great things going on, and it's really not being showcased and given enough attention. We wanted to help spotlight that. The concept was originally Josh's, and I was brought on by Armando. I came up with the title of it being an abbreviation for all of our first names and a collaboration between 3 different designers.
I've always been the guy that's really proud of Jacksonville, proud to grow up here. You know, it's given me everything, all the skill sets that I have. You know, I did venture out. A lot of people can't say that. You know, they go away, they complain about it growing up and they never leave. I went away, saw the world a little bit, and I don't know, Jacksonville was just tugging on my heart and I had to come back.
This design, you know, we wanted to create clothing that people would be proud to wear and would showcase their pride for the city. So when when we were coming up with this idea, you know, like what makes everyone who is a Jacksonville native, like what is their common bond is that we're extremely proud of where we come from. We're extremely proud of our city, and that's where our heart is. So, you know, no matter where we go, should we venture out into the world, our heart is always in Duval.
It's a different city. I mean, it's hard to come here because it's so big. You know, you kind of just have to just throw yourself into it, explore it, get out, talk to locals. They'll tell you where the best places to go are. It's not like other big cities like New York or something where you can just step out your hotel room and there's something right there to do. So that's the biggest challenge for out-of-towners. But I don't know, there's just something here for everybody, and that's the great thing. I think people who aren't from here and they move here, that's what they realize really quickly, and they want to plant roots here. The ultimate goal, I guess, is to definitely promote Jacksonville. The pride that the people, the lifestyle, the culture. Create something that people are proud to wear. I mean, there's so many brands out there that mean nothing. And this hopefully will mean something to somebody.
And that was some cool, super cool stuff. If you want to know more information about Jam Clothing, visit our website, rivercitylivetv.com, and click on the As Seen on RCL link.
All right, speaking of great clothes, it's that time. It is the Goodwill Guessing Game Week, and Eden and I all this week are going to wear clothes from Goodwill.
All right, so that you can see the entire outfit, we've got it posted on our Facebook page, the photo, and your job is to look it over and figure out how much our outfits combined would cost at Goodwill, and somebody is going to win a $50 Goodwill gift card, which goes quite a long way.
Yeah, and I like your top today.
Well,
I picked it out.
He did pick it out for me. Tamika over at the Jillington Creek location picked it out for me.
She did.
Is that true? I just want, because I know she's watching right now saying, what?
Picked it out, I picked it up.
He picked it up. But we love
I put a roll in it.
But we've been to a few different Goodwill locations around town, and they are all equally wonderful. So head on over to Goodwill and, of course, to our Facebook page to take your guess.
Yeah, so good luck. We'll be back right after this.